it reminds me of something else. We got a 1-star review from someone who said, this toolkit's useless because the sound that's supposed to be going to the left is going to the right speaker, and the right is going to the left. This thing is whack.
So they messed their stuff up.
I don't know if that's how it works, man. I mean, I'm trying to be gentle because you can't just go off and say, yeah, blah, blah. But I mean, the point of the toolkit is for people to discover issues with their setup. And I just think it's kind of surprising that people automatically assume that it's a problem with the disk.
Yeah.
Or they're like, that's the conclusion some people come to is there's something wrong with your thing because it's supposed to be coming from my heights and it's coming from my surrounds. I'm like, I think that's a setting on your thing.
Mm-hmm.
That's the purpose. Like the purpose is for you to discover. There it is.
Yep.
A15 at checkout.
Boom. It's always there.
So yeah, I mean, that is kind of surprising. Also, one thing I want to just mention is we made this toolkit just as a toolkit. It's a tool for you to discover things and find out issues and to improve your system. But it's not really our responsibility to fix all the problems. It's for you to discover them.
Yeah.
But I think some people may be confused and think that we're responsible for fixing the issues too that they find. And although we're not responsible. Although we're not responsible, we still have our Discord group where we actually do go beyond and help people out. Like we try to be very responsive. So somebody will come in, hey, this is what I'm experiencing. And I'll take the time. Chana, when you have a minute, you'll jump in there. Reverend Slim's in there helping people out. And so everybody's just in there kind of helping out. And I think that's what's super cool because, it's just me, Chana, Angela, and there's a lot of people buying this stuff. So we're getting it from all different angles and we're trying our best. And it's really cool that we have that community. So if you hear us over and over again saying, hey, join the Discord group, it's just because
you could probably get an answer to your question faster than if you were trying to just post on AVS forums about how the customer service isn't responding or email me like repeatedly. This guy emailed me, a couple of days ago, and then I got back to him. He sent me some pictures, and I said everything looks okay. Da 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 da. And then I have 3 days back to back of DJing. I'm getting home. I've been standing there dancing around for like 6 hours, moving equipment around. I get home, I take a shower, I eat, I'm out. I'm not looking at my laptop.
Yeah.
And I think people just don't understand. There is only just 3 of us, but that is why we have the Discord set up so that. As soon as they get their disc, even if they're doing the digital, they get the download, join our Discord, all the questions. That's where you need to go. If you have a shipping question, like, dude, you guys have no idea. I have 3 return to senders, one from Australia, one from India, and I forget what the other one is. I think the other one was from the UK. So I'm dealing with all that stuff too. So we got to get these things back out to these people.
So
as soon as possible.
The answer to that question, that one that you're just saying where you were DJing.
Yeah.
So I got a chance to respond and on AVS.
Yeah. And
the solution was that the thing wasn't set to Atmos on the remote. So it was like a long thing and it was just a quick fix. So that happens, man. I mean, I'm not blaming or making fun of anybody who's having these issues and the disc is helping them find out because we've had the same thing. Chana has had this thing where I didn't know it was like that. What a silly mistake. And I have too.
Mm-hmm.
But that's the purpose of a toolkit.
Oh, perfect example about the button press. So while we were in Vegas, our teenager, he was watching the dogs. He's 19, so he's not like 13, right? So he's like, how do I get the sound from all the speakers? I'm like, oh, you got to press this button. One of these colored buttons here at the bottom. You need to press this until it says Dolby Atmos on there, right? And when I'm watching something today, I'm like, why does it say Oro 2D on the front of this thing? I'm like, oh, that's right, because Ryder was here and he was just pressing buttons. And then he was changing the TV settings because now I'm getting all this motion interpolation while we're watching the show. I'm like, what's going on? And I'm like, oh, right. Ryder was here. I need to go back and change the settings.
He fixed it for you.
Back to normal.
It's all set up. That's the way he recalibrated for you.
He did. He recalibrated the wrong way. Wrong way. Yeah.
Stephen, says Discord group has been great. Kudos to Reverend Slim. Yes, shout out to Reverend Slim because he does spend a lot of time, and he actually helped make the speaker pairs video that I posted on my channel.
Yep.
He's the one who came up. He told us he wanted it. Chana made it, and he helped make the video to explain why he asked for those things. And actually, people are finding it very useful. So shout out to Reverend Slim. Don't be trying to get any money from me either. I'll get you a different way. You know, I'm hooking him up with some magic beans. So hopefully that means something.
Yeah. So yeah. And that was a great video, by the way. I haven't commented, but you know, Jeremy, it was a lot of work. It was a lot of work to make all those things, and it was actually more for me to try and figure out if I've got all the right ones before we made the disc. That was my main concern. I'm like, okay, I'm like front left, and we need to go up, left, down, side, up, left, down, left. I'm like, okay, I think we got all of the pairs done. So yeah, that's what took so much time, just making sure we had all of them before the disc came out. So
we have a comment here from Ariel. He says, howdy from San Antonio, Texas. Just got your spatial disc. My system is in tip-top shape now. Thanks, Chana and Joe. That's awesome. Love hearing that.
You're very, very welcome. Now, if you'd like to join us in the after show, make sure to become a patron. It would be patreon.com/daily HiFi, and you get to video chat, you know, kind of like this with us after the show. It's pretty awesome. You should check it out.